Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Good morning, USA. Yo, 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 yo.
What's up, Jess Hilarious? Charlamagne the God.
It's Friday.
That's right. It's Friday. Happy New Year. And now today's interviews is the best of show. Of course, we're on vacation. Today's interviews is Camron and Chris Gotti. And, of course, Chris Gotti's Irv Gotti's brother, one of the founders of Murder Inc. And this is some of the best interviews of the year.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live.
Hello, who's this?
This is Walt Baby Love from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
What's up, brother? What's going on with you?
Hey, listen, I just want to say God bless you, Charlamagne, and Jess Hilarious, man, for what you do on a daily basis, man. It's not easy, and you don't get I want to give you your flowers while you're here, man. You guys help me every day, man. You put me in the right direction. You keep me safe. And I just want the positive vibes to come back to you guys on a daily basis, man. I love y'all, man.
Hey, we love you too, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good one, brother.
You too.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, y'all? This Replay from Chicago.
What up, Chi-Town?
Please
What up?
replay. What's happening?
What up? What up, man? Look, I got to give a shout-out this morning to Loren LoRosa. Man, she been holding me down, man. She been coming with good news, good facts. Me and her the same age, man, and I just love seeing people my age just go hard. And man, baby girl, keep doing what you do, you know?
That's what it is.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt. Man,
Charlamagne, nobody was talking to you.
Yeah.
What were you saying, King? Go ahead, finish.
Okay, go ahead, King.
Well, yeah, man, look, like I say, I'm Replay. If y'all want to follow me, I'm on Instagram at Ladies Love Replay.
Why they call you Replay, bro?
Man, that's actually the name they gave me. I'm an R&B singer, and I don't know, one of the guys was like, you should try yourself Replay. I'm like, all right, thanks. I want everybody to replay my song.
Okay.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
No doubt, y'all.
Put a little more sauce on that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to come up with something better. Why they call you Replay? I don't know, you know what I mean? Because when I put it down, you know, ladies love it so much they want to see it again. Something, you know what I mean? Like just something.
Facts.
Excuse me?
I'm with it.
He said facts.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought he was telling me something else.
Facts.
I thought he was telling me he wasn't into women. I didn't know. I'm like, what? Excuse me?
Hello, who's this?
This is Jay Meta. How's it going?
Jay Meta, what's up? Get it off your chest, Jay Meta. Good morning.
You know, I'm stressed. You know, I'm tired of people always asking you, you know, are you getting old? When are you gonna get married? And I tell them in a minute, dog. You know, they're always telling you when they're gonna get a new job, and I tell them in a minute, dog. You know, everyone has their own pace, and they want to put you to a standard and do things. You know,
How old are
everyone has
you?
their own pace. Me, I just turned 30. That's why.
I didn't know men get that kind of pressure. I didn't know men get that's usually pressure that's reserved for women. I'm talking about the marriage part.
Nah, yeah, they do.
Not the job.
Do you have kids yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. And they're
yeah.
gonna tell you when you're gonna have a kid. And I
How
tell
old
them
are you?
in a minute, dog. You know.
How old are you?
Me, I'm getting close to that age. You know, 30 is you know, it's that point.
You're
So
30.
So why don't you, when they ask you, you know, when you're gonna get married, just be like, I'm in the men, dog. Just say something like that. You don't think so?
Yeah, that's what I tell them in the minute, dog.
That's right.
But definitely if you got older parents, too, because older parents want grandparents, I'm sure. So that's what they ask for.
Older parents want grandparents?
But I'm sorry,
No doubt.
grandkids. You
But
know
with
what I
most
mean.
guys, by a certain age, if you don't have kids, they'd be like, or
Yes.
you're not married, they think something's wrong.
Older parents want
Yeah.
grandkids. That's what I meant.
Well, you'll meet Mr. Right in due
Mrs.
time.
Mr. or Mrs.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
No, have a good day, brother. We appreciate
Have
you.
a great day. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, it's Super Trucker. How you doing?
What's up, Super Trucker?
Oh,
Talk to
super
us.
trucker. I thought he said super sucker. I was
What?
like,
You got excited.
I'm like, this
Nah,
dude-
man, I called you
Diddy
guys
got
about
you
2
you.
months ago,
Yes, sir.
and I sang, and look, man, I thought I did all right, but I asked my old lady, I said, yo, you hear me on the Breakfast Club? She was like, yeah, but you ain't listening. I was like, what you mean? She's like, Envy asked you how do people get up with you, and you trying to plug a dance song.
Damn, so she mad at you. She like, damn, you could have got on. You know what I mean? That could have been our ticket out this truck.
Hey, look here, man. She from the Bronx, too, Charlamagne, so you know what I'm dealing with.
Yes, she's crazy.
So, can I take this time to tell people where they can find my music at, man?
Of course you can.
I tried to get you to do it last time, but you ignored me.
I'm sorry, man. Look, you can find my music at superchucker.com, man. I'm at Superchucker on all of the platforms, Superchucker the artist on TikTok. And I also have a show coming up at the Tiny Chateau in Jacksonville, North Carolina, where I'll be performing alongside my man, Chu Taylor.
How long you had your CDL, brother?
21 years, man.
Wow. Congratulations to you, King.
You in the truck now?
Yes, sir.
You know what I need?
He needs you to
Yes, sir.
There we go. You be safe on them roads,
That's
Superchucker.
nasty.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all have a good one.
Love to you, brother.
I've never asked you this since I've been here. What does that do for you when they you?
So as a kid, I'm going to explain it. So as a kid, my parents, we couldn't afford airplane tickets. So we would drive everywhere. We would drive to Virginia Beach. We would drive to Virginia. We would drive to the Carolinas. We would drive to Miami or Florida.
Okay.
And, back then we didn't have Game Boys, nothing like that. So our fun would be to, when we passed truckers, try to get them to blow the horn.
Oh, okay.
So that was like a game we played as a kid.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what we did. So,
I didn't know where that stemmed from.
what?
That's cute, man.
Right, so me and my cousin would be like, yo, I got him. Pause.
I got him. He blowing me.
So that's when you first started like getting guys' attention and you making them do things for you?
Women drive trucks too, sir.
You ain't never seen no woman truck driver.
Nah,
I know that
did
you would
back
tell
then.
that whole life. And
I never did back then. I never did. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Omarion.
Hey.
Welcome back.
The good brother O.
Hey.
What was the routine this morning, man? What did you do? Did you wake up, pray, meditation? What was it?
Little moment to myself, you know what I'm saying? Shower up, get fresh, say my affirmations, put on my oud. I'm here.
What was your intention for the day?
To just have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Not put too much on it, you know what I'm saying?
You are known as the Zen King. How do you stay so tranquil, so zenful through everything? You don't let nothing bother you, yo. I done came at you so many times. So many you let this man.
He said, yeah.
Let's nothing get to him. I'm trying to get to that.
I'm intentional.
Yeah.
And also, I don't take things personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The wild thing is, Omarion, I just looked it up. Omarion is 40 years old.
Crazy.
Yes.
We've been seeing him grow up. He's still, I don't know.
Like, damn, Omarion 40, I ain't think.
Yeah.
You still got baby hair.
Baby
face. Oh, he 40?
Yes.
That's a blessing.
It is.
So people still look at you as a young, I can't say teen, but a young 20-year-old, because that's what you look like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does confuse people sometimes. But I think I made it to unk status at this point in time.
Yeah.
You ain't unk yet.
Not with baby hair.
Some YNs be like unk. You know, like,
yeah, you can't be unk with baby hair, Omarion.
Nah.
No.
The Millennium Tour is back.
Yes. I'm super excited about it. We played at Barclays on the 21st. So if you ain't got your ticket, definitely pop out. It's a moment. A moment.
What keeps you doing all this? All he is what keeps you doing this?
He's still doing flips and dancing.
Like
what? You twist your ankle, it's gonna take a long time to heal.
Right. No, actually, I have a routine of making sure that I, stay energized. I'm a performer, so it's important that I take care of my body. But the Millennium Tour, is a series concert that has brought nostalgic literally back on the planet. My era and my time. I'm so happy to been a part of it because, it brings you back to a memory and creates a new memory at the same time. So I'm excited. Yeah, we keeping it going. We keeping that energy going.
Yeah. Can I ask you what 40 felt like? I remember how I felt when I turned 40.
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing? How did it feel? Because to me, it felt like I really entered a new dimension when I turned 40.
Yeah, so I usually don't do anything for myself. And shout out to Janine, who helped me put together my birthday party. But I had a birthday party in Malibu. And it was such an amazing gathering. All of my friends came out, my family. So I did something for myself, which was throw a party. It was a lot of beautiful people in the building. So that's what I did for my birthday.
Did you feel like yourself going into a different level of consciousness?
For sure. A different level of maturity, a certain level of expectation for myself, the things that I'm creating now. Why am I still doing it? I definitely feel like I've arrived because, I'm one of the few entertainers that has grown up in the public eye. So growing up has, been a challenge at some times in my career, you know what I mean? So I finally feel like I've arrived to that place where, I can have a say-so, and people understand it and respect it. So.
Now, how do y'all figure out who closes the Millennium Tour? Like, who closes that show? You got so many artists on there.
Right.
And you're one of the originators on that tour. So who closes the Millennium Tour?
Well, it is a co-headline, myself, Trey, and Bao. So it's kind of meant to be like a festival vibe. Any real performing artist will tell you sometimes it's not best to close the show because, the energy is drained. You kind of want to go maybe second before, the last. So for me, I don't really trip off of that. But yeah, that's how we decide between us and the promoters.
So how do you headline? So is it like you do two, then you jump and do two,
yeah,
then Trey jumps in and do two, and then
exactly. Maybe Trey will close, and then me and Bao will swap in between. Him going last before Trey, or me be going last before Trey. Okay. So yeah.
So I know before the Millennium Tour, it was B2K. Why not B2K this run?
Well, this one was kind of more so framed for this class.
Gotcha.
All the if you look at the who's on there now, it's a lot of non-millennium artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's so cool that Boosie's gonna be on there.
Plies,
you know what I mean? Yeah, Plies. I think we're gonna get some special guests as well.
Yeah,
so,
Bobby V, Pleasure P.
Exactly.
Okay.
The whole vibe. So it's kind of, I would say, a little bit different than like the previous years. So yeah, that's how. That's
so
how
are we getting all the like the
yeah, we
that
getting the
whole album was
classics.
no skip.
We
for
getting
me.
the classics.
So we getting that.
Yeah,
okay.
we getting the classics. It's actually my 20th year anniversary of being a solo artist.
Damn. Got you.
Yeah.
Are we getting that old?
That's time is flying. Time is flying.
Wild.
Yeah, so yeah, we getting the classics, and also I'll be introducing some new music. You know what I mean? I got some new music, some new slaps I'm gonna be performing as well. So.
You said something that was interesting. You said growing up for you was a challenge. Why was growing up a challenge? Did you mean personally or professionally? Like,
both,
okay.
all. Just because, when you're young and people see you're young and you don't change much, you know what I mean? Like physically.
Yeah.
Because I take care of myself.
Absolutely.
People tend to just, put you where they thought that you were. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's been a challenge in that way. And then also in business, just really being able to, like, have a say so and then not just be like, okay, well, you're a kid. You know what I mean? Any child stars will tell you, having a foot in control in their business is a struggle when you start young.
When did that change? Like, when did people start saying, okay, this is Omarion, the grown man, not the kid from B2K?
I think once I really started taking full responsibility for my independence, trying different things, I think that, when you're in the industry for a long time, it is peaks and valleys. You're not going to have 10 hot moments. You know what I'm saying? You might have a down moment. You might have a transitional moment. I think that it's okay, when you're finding your way. And I feel like after my last, couple of projects, just supporting myself, being independent, I started to feel like, okay, now I have control of my career. Oh, I want to put this out. Okay, maybe I should put it out this way. Maybe I should do things differently. I grew into that. So I'm very proud of that. Because a lot of artists don't get the chance to do that.
That's true. And nobody talks about that, right? Like, nobody talks about when you're red hot and there's an icebox where your career used to be. You know what I mean? Seriously. I don't feel like you've ever been through that because you were always on the road.
Yeah, and I've been gifted, with the talent to be able to do many things. Like 2 years ago, I believe the last time we spoke, I was promoting my book. So there's always something for me to do. Something new that I just did that's really exciting is a show called The Wild Rose with All Black. So I'm going to be, hitting your TVs in 2026. I play an assassin, so it's something different.
Oh, first of all.
Yeah, I'm doing fighting scenes. I'm socking and popping.
Wow.
So you will be seeing me in
the
a whole
Zen
new...
King is now an assassin.
I mean, I'm acting.
Exactly.
Right.
But, the real true measure of an actor is to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So get to show a different side of myself. I'm excited about that.
I feel like that's a natural transition for all you flexible guys. Seriously, Chris Brown, y'all should be doing action movies.
Yeah. Whooping ass.
What is your relationship now with B2K?
I always will honor, my group, my foundation, and where I come from. As far as personally, we don't really have a relationship.
But none of them.
Not really. I will say that Boog did come to one of my shows and we chopped it up. So there'll always be a type of love there. We grew up together and we did something in all of our lives that no one in our lives did. You know what I mean? So I think that there's always an honor system there. Not to speak negatively ever and to just be like, that was that.
Did you guys know each other before the group started, or you guys were brought together as the group?
We were brought together as the group. Yeah. The first time I met them, it was at a New Year's Eve party, and they performed, and I performed, and it was like, "You want to be the lead singer?" And I was like, "Yeah." Yeah.
And what about you and Marcus Houston? Are y'all close? Or
No.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
I don't know why we thought y'all was real brothers. That was always the real
one
thing.
point,
that was our thing. That was our thing back then. You know what I mean? Anybody that was a part of the camp was fam. That's like, oh, that's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no real blood tie.
You were one of the few people who probably experienced real celebrity. Right? Because I don't feel like there's real celebrity no more. Like, everybody
That's
can
true.
be a celebrity now.
That's true.
Like y'all had to run from crowds and be ducked off in disguise. Like, how did that feel? And was it hard when you weren't feeling it anymore?
It was amazing to, look back on it. There was some times where, I think Boog got hurt. He got lifted up into a crowd. It was like dangerous, you know what I mean? Because 5 little strong girls is stronger than the biggest man, you know what I mean? But looking back on that time and having it, be a part of my experience as far as the organic, energy between you and your fans was amazing. And when it changed not just for me, for everyone. I think you still have a little bit of fandom still today, but it's viewed different. It's almost like, are you okay? Why are you screaming? Are you okay? I still receive that love. No matter where I'm at on the planet, people still come up to me and be like, wow, my childhood, can I take a picture with you? So I always appreciate, the influence that I've had on people's life experience through music, through movies, So yeah, I don't feel no way about it. I definitely feel like, a sort of an elder on the scene. You know what I mean? That has had all the experiences. So
it's just different when you were a child star.
That's what I'm saying.
That I guess that kid fan base. You know what I mean? Like they act different. Than everybody else.
Period.
Yeah.
And those fans are still with me to today. I'm so thankful for those fans that stuck with me because we're able to put on the Millennium Tour. We're able to, bring that nostalgia back on the planet. Which, by the way, before the Millennium Tour, that wasn't the show. That wasn't the the set list for all of these productions. You know what I mean? To have a little bit of nostalgia in your production, is a great thing.
What was the craziest story that you remember as a child? And going crazy.
A girl being in our room before we got there. The security would have to check the room. I always thought that was weird because nobody's supposed to be in
what room? How would they?
Girl sitting in there crouching down. As soon as we walk in, we like, oh, yeah.
So it was a green room or like a?
It was a green room, and then on my personal room, we one of the workers just let themselves in, and I was like half asleep, and I woke up like, what are you doing?
It was a girl.
She was trying to gather.
And she was like, hey. She was trying to gather you. I'm like, while I'm asleep? No, what are you doing? No, you gotta go.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. So that was when it was a little scary.
That's when you was a kid?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Did you find that your fans grew with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them still pop up to the shows and come to the meet and greets and everything. So yeah. Yeah, girls I grew up with from New York City, they know who they are. You know what I mean? Still come to my shows. They got kids, got work, all kind of stuff. So
you ever bring any of the kids and they got baby hairs and long?
Yeah, I say what's up to their kids. Yeah. Kids named after me. Yeah,
named after you.
Yeah, kids named after me and everything. Like Yeah, it's a few kids out there named after Omarion.
But do they look like Omarion?
Nah.
Could they be Omarion's kids for real?
Oh no.
Are they dancing at the meet and greets? That's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
No, I haven't met any of those yet, but I'm pretty sure that I've inspired some kids out there.
What about Bow Wow? You think you and Bow Wow ever do a joint album again?
I'm not sure. I feel like if I'm gonna do any collaboration, whether it be rapper, singer, I feel like they have to have like current music out. You know what I'm saying? Music that and current music of the last maybe 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I'm gonna do a collaborative, it's gonna be like, okay, new music, we working on new vibes.
Why is that? Just because you feel like if you made music in the last 3 years, you actually care, you're active?
Yeah, you're active.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what's, as far as producers, you know what I mean? Like, what does that look like?
Mm-hmm.
And also, I feel like you have a better shot at putting something out, like visuals. I think that today's artists, like, there's so many things that you have to do in order to, really be visible. You know what I mean? So I would want someone that's not just, visible, on social media, but like in the music too.
I feel like you and Leon will cook up some together.
Oh yeah, that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
That would be dope.
Have you ever reached out to Leon? Do anything?
No, not yet. But we've crossed paths.
All right.
Yeah, we crossed paths. I love to see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, he's actually a child star too.
Mm-hmm.
He's someone that started very,
absolutely.
very young.
Yeah,
so
yep.
to see where he's at today is it's awesome. I feel like that's it's very rare to see a lot of child stars continue on and continue to transform, and that's what I've always loved about music is you don't have to stop, or you don't have to essentially get old. You can pick up a flute. You can pick up an instrument. You can write. You can direct. It's so much to do in our business.
What's the one thing you wish you knew when you first started your career? What 40-year-old Omarion, what would he tell 16-year-old Omarion?
I think about life insurance policies, trust, just certain things that, if you wanted to take a break, you could. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I feel like, finances. I wish I would have, been given that game earlier on. I felt like, maybe I would move differently, if I had that. But, everything is for a reason. So
yeah.
Definitely check him out on tour, Millennium Tour 2025.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in New York. What's the date?
We at the Barclays, March 21st. Y'all pop out.
No, March 17th.
Oh, it's March 17th?
That's what it says here. I don't know. Maybe
listen,
changed.
for my city, because I know Baltimore will come out March 16th. He's at the CFG Bank Arena.
Okay.
And then Barclays is the next day, March 17th.
Thank y'all so much.
And just so I know, we
appreciate
seen Drake beat you in a dance battle too.
Drake.
Yeah, him and Drake had a dance battle, and Drake killed him.
I don't believe that. I didn't see that, but I know that didn't happen.
Destroyed him.
Where?
I don't believe that.
At his birthday party.
Oh, he was at the birthday party.
Drake
Yeah,
killed
I was keeping it light.
him. Yeah. Light skin, we up one.
I don't believe that happened. It was your birthday party?
No, it was his.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, it is. It's the Breakfast Club of Omarion.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
One of the most hustling I ever met in my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Killer Camron is here.
Good, man. How y'all been?
Good morning.
Killer.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
How you feeling, man?
Regular, man. Good to be back. I ain't been up here in a little minute.
Before we go anywhere, I just got to ask one question.
Yeah.
Are you going to do another project, man? Because you play too much. You rap, and then you stop, then you spit, then you stop. Then somebody pisses you off when you rap. And I'm like, Killer still got it. Just do a project, Killer.
Music, like for what?
Because you're nice.
You good at it?
Nah, of course, you my brother. I appreciate that, but it don't be making financial sense. Like if I'm gonna do a project, we're gonna get merchandise behind it. It's gonna be a tour behind it, everything else. But I do the freestyles on my show and here and there. But as far as doing an actual project, it don't be making financial sense for me. Like you see niggas be rapping my age. It's only a few niggas who could really go on tour who's my age. Be just thinking in their brain they're doing a lot, but they're not really doing what they think they're doing. Because for me, I was on tour up until 2020 when COVID hit. I was on tour. I just didn't go back on tour after that. But every tour I had something lined up, not just the show. It was behind it. I keep the freestyle. As far as doing the albums be lasting like a great album is like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm talking about a great one lasts 2-3 weeks. Don't last.
But even like an EP, just you and Mace and that Killer and Murder, just because.
Now look. Me and Mace got some. Now I would do that. Me and Mace got like 19 records.
Wow.
But I can't put them out. Like I feel like my hands is tied with this. He'll get in the mood and he'd be like, "We gonna come out?" Then he'd be like, "Nah, just wait," and it don't come out. I could play it for y'all when nobody listening. Like the world ain't listening. But Mace is really, really nice.
What's his reputation?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
All right.
I'm just, like he gets in the mood and we gonna do shit, and then he'd be like, "We not gonna do shit." And what we got going on now is too good to even question it. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all the worst two slick talkers out there.
But on some G, because y'all hear me do the freestyle. Mace is like dumb nice.
Get busy.
I'm talking about, you ain't hearing really rapping along. That nice, like a real problem. I don't want to say he's better than me. I want to say that, but he's right underneath me. Pause right there.
Now we saw the one where he spit on it is what it is.
I forced him to do that. I had to beg like 2 months for that to happen. But do you know what the problem is for me? He sends me the shit. I tell him just stop sending me shit, because I'm getting frustrated. I think he do this shit to tease me, to be honest with you. Yo, Cam, listen to this, and this shit never comes out. But I think he does it for therapy. He makes too much other money besides what we do. Mace makes a lot of money. And I don't want to say that, but music isn't a priority. I wish it's a priority.
I saw you tell Memphis Bleak that Mace told you that if you and Joel's in music or you and him even do anything that y'all put out, it has to be like a moment because of all that stuff. What would that moment, if y'all, hypothetically speaking, if it did happen, what would that moment be? Is it a offer for a big
Mace, anything we do together, like Mace, like if we get booked together, Mace don't move for less than 100,000 for him. And that's just being nice. Like he just don't move. He do too much other to where he's like, Cam, if I'm not getting 100, I don't even call him if it ain't like 200,000, because he doesn't care. Like he really doesn't. Like what he got going on, he doesn't care about doing anything else. So I'd be like, yo, Mace, listen, so and so want to book us for like 125,000. He's like, you want to take 25? And I'm like, nah. He's like, Cam, you have to realize it's a moment when we're together. We haven't been speaking for 10 years. Why would we take that money? I'm like, Mace, it's just a look. It's not a good look. So, more of the story is, he basically says, we haven't been speaking for a while. We getting older. Everything that we need to do needs to count. So, kind of like when you heard me say that with Joel's, same thing. Joel's has sent me to do a record, sent a record for me to do probably 5-6 months, maybe longer than that. And it was a good record, but it was like, you gotta be spectacular. We didn't do a song in 15 years. So that's kind of what you heard.
And how did you and Mace get back together, for people that don't know? Because y'all were going back and forth for years, and then
Gilly and Wallow, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. He went on Gilly and Wallow's show to, I guess this artist was saying that Mace was stealing from him or whatever. And when he was up there, he just was like, he basically like shouted me out in a cool way. He's like, because he did a diss record and it was it was crazy. The Oracle dissing me. He's like, I didn't really want to do that to Cam. And I was like, but he said in the cool, he's like, Cam's my man. Then I went on Gilly and Wallow, and then we talked, and then when we spoke, and we just kept it moving. But all because of Gilly and Wallow, basically.
Click so well.
And how'd the show come together from there?
So the show actually came together. We were supposed to do a tour after we got cool, me, him, and Jada. That didn't work out. And so many people were inviting me to do podcasts. Like, yo, Cam, do a podcast. When you gonna do a podcast? And I'm like, I don't really want to talk to for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want to have to talk to nobody. But I do like sports. So I look at the phone, I'm arguing with and by the time I hang the phone up, it's say 2.5 hours of me arguing with about sports. So I was like, maybe this is something I want to do. And I built a stage. I got a sound stage. I built my own set out. And I said, I'm going to do ESPN meets the hood. So that's why we wear suits on the show. But it was a professional setting. And then after that, I invited Mace on the show as a guest. And he's like, Ken, what's going on? And I said, I'm just shooting this shit. I said, I got a budget. I'm going to reach this budget and see if it's bite. Pause. And he's like, you want to be partners? I'm like, after I get my money back on what I spent, we could go 50-50. And he's like, all right, bet. So we did about 10 shows and a bunch of people called. So we ended up doing like 30 shows and ended up getting a really good deal. But after I did like 5 shows, he's like my 5th guest, and he's like, be partners, because I have nobody consistent doing it anyway. So that's how I came together.
I think y'all smoking man. I think everything that y'all have done in the media space, what it is, and the talk with Flea, I think y'all smoking
Nah, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. It's all natural. It's all fun. And kind of me and Mace relationship is like just picking up, because the we be talking about is just regular high school the shit after high school. You got to realize a lot of our public life was publicized. So Mace got his deal at 21. I got my deal at 21. So a lot of y'all see music-wise has been since we 21 years old. So.
And I also say, if you whatever.
But thank you for that.
If what you build only benefits you, it's not big enough. I love the way that you've empowered somebody like Treasure.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And I know you got like a whole production team there.
And she has like a network or something of her own where she can develop content.
Well, she has her own show. It's called Check Out the Stat, and whatever she wants to do, she's able to do. We don't hold anybody up. We don't stop nobody from doing what they could do, what they want to do. She's big in the streaming world. I'm not really twitching and all that. It's like she's big with Casanai and her boyfriend's a streamer and everything else, but she just turned 24 years old. So it's really dope to have a dynamic of her being on the show, because we tease her about we don't know, and then she'll turn it back on us like, y'all don't know this So it's good, different generations being on the show, but definitely she has a bunch of she has going on, but her show is called Check Out the Stat.
In the moment with her, you, and Adrian Bronner that went viral, we had a conversation about it up here, and when I watched the moment, I was so appreciative of it, and I'm not her, just because I know what it's like to not be able to like kind of say things or whatever. When that went super viral, when people were reacting to it, how did you feel watching it? Because it was a natural thing for you to just do.
I don't really watch the shows, to be honest with you. We do them 5 days a week, and I keep it moving, so I never watched it. But it's in the moment you're asking, like in the moment. See, a lot of things y'all didn't see. We don't go live. We pre-record. So I stopped the show like 6-7 times and asked him to stop. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like just once. It was like 6-7 times, because I know Adrian Brown. I have a relationship with him. I kept asking him to stop, and he was like, "Oh, my bad, bro," and he wouldn't stop.
You look so good in person.
Thank you.
For
I
real.
appreciate that.
Hey.
What you wasted that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad. Hey, Stat, could you stop smiling?
Yo, bro. Some we gotta have boyfriend here, yo.
Right. Oh,
I told you that.
My bad.
So basically, I just asked him to leave. I didn't really want. It was some of the parts that I wish would have got edited, to where when I came back and I was kind of frustrated and I said some about him afterwards, which I didn't want to air, but that was just pure frustration. But in the moment, that's like my little sister. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you keep doing that, you're disrespecting her. And then if I ask you to stop, you disrespecting me. So now you're really in my house and you disrespecting me. So I paid him for his time and asked him to leave. Like I said, it ain't like he's a stranger. I know who he is, and we got some mutual friends as well. So, but in the moment, it was just disrespectful, because it isn't like we asked you to stop several times.
Right. And he apologized, and people were mad at you because they was like, "Yo, you." I guess they caught you saying something. They're like, why you ain't say it to his face? That's
what I was talking about. I mean, I was saying that because when I sat back down, I was like, I hate this. I don't really want to repeat what I said. And he was like, basically, yo, Cam, this, that, and the third. Why'd you say that? It was purely out of frustration. That's like saying, if y'all walk me out now and then you sit down, no, I didn't sit down for the edit, and then you be like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying? I said a little more than that, but it's like that part should have been cut out. But it wasn't about saying nothing to his face. I said it to his face. I walked over to him and actually escorted him out. It wasn't about a fighting situation for me or nothing like that. It was just more of I think he was a little intoxicated, and he just needed to be escorted out.
He held himself accountable. He apologized.
Smart guy.
So any artist that comes up there that talks to your co-host, you gonna pay him out?
The thing about it is, I'm not going. If Terrence Crawford's there, I'm not walking up on Terrence Crawford. I'm not walking up on Terrence Crawford, but the security there, it ain't just us in there. It's other people that's outside the studio, so it isn't just randomly me just putting niggas out, but I feel me and him was cool enough for me to do that. Yeah.
And I'm glad you bought that pink horsepower.
Oh, yeah,
because
definitely.
I can't order it discreetly, I don't think. So I'm glad that you brought it up here.
Yo, what is it? I thought it was edibles. Like, what is it?
She thought to take one.
Nah, she could take one for a man. Y'all have a good time. So basically,
and they deliver too, by the way. You call it.
Oh, you been using it?
Okay,
yeah.
Crazy.
Hey, tell us that. You ain't never told me that you did the pink horsepower. You talk about the honey pack back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, the honey pack give you a headache.
This don't give no headaches.
Yeah, this is all natural.
Okay, ambassador.
Yeah, it's all natural. It's from Africa.
You said from Africa?
I'm gonna show
pink horses in Africa.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the video, like, so you can see exactly where I went to get it. Because the thing about it is this: so they have this in the city, different places. But what happens is, I know people in Senegal, and it comes in on a boat. And what happens is, when it's on the boat, they water it down. They double down, so it's more when it gets here. And basically, I keep it on the boat for 2 months to watch our stocks so that we make sure we have the highest potency of it. But it's all natural leaves, roots, trees, and we just got the best product. It works. We've been doing this for 4 years. Probably made close to $10 million on it.
Wow.
And it's been really, really good. My man Sugar Duggar basically runs everything right now with that. But it's been really well. And the thing about, we have reoccurring customers coming back. I guarantee it. Like Frank Lucas said, I guarantee it. Like, it's really gonna work. But Jessa asked me how
long does it take
Yeah,
to
I was saying
activate?
that. I said 10 minutes. I said I wouldn't go do that and go to the mall, hang out with your mom, nothing else. Take that when it's time to go in. It works really fast.
It don't make your heart beat crazy?
Nah, everything is good. You see, Envy, no?
It's natural.
You never said nothing.
No headache. That's not a conversation we're gonna have.
To be honest with you, I don't want to say too much but it has good health effects as well.
Now, I tell everybody, Cam is one of the pettiest people I know, right?
Yeah.
I said between Cam and 50, they are the two pettiest people I've ever seen in my life.
Trying to do better, though.
No, you're not. What happened with Omar Gooden? So you trying to do better after that or before?
See, don't be knowing the backstory. So, like, right, Omar Gooden, pardon me again, I was on my show talking about B-list actors, black actors, no disrespect to him. But we all know his brother, Cuba, is the biggest star. And basically, I said Omar Gooden Jr. And he went off. He went crazy. And because I hired him before for a movie I did like 2011, 2012, Percentage. I did a movie with Queen Latifah and Shakim. Shout out to Queen Latifah and Shakim. And we hired him. So in my segment of my show, I'm like, yo, it's up for the B-class black actor because you got to sit here and wait for somebody to call you for a part. Or if they do, who says you're going to get the part? Like, just sitting around and waiting. And I was actually talking to Rich Paul, and he's like, them should have came up with a network by now, all came together, you know what I'm saying? But I basically was telling y'all, saying what I'm telling y'all now.
Right.
And I called him Omar Gooden Jr. And he just went crazy. He was like, how the am I a junior when Cuba's the junior? You disrespecting. You don't call a man out his name, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I got him on this page. I said, you can look at the dates. I said, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to offend you. No problem. Nah, that. Then he started doing diss records, and I was like,
his rapping wasn't bad, though. His rapping wasn't that bad.
It was all right.
I put it on his page. I said, this type hot. I wrote that on his comments. I'm like, yo, I don't want no smoke, bro. This is hype. This is dope. So did another one. I'm like, I bet. So I know how much you cost, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I had a mutual friend. I was like, yo, I haven't used Tim Pause in a while. How much you booking for? You like, when I need a movie scene, I pay him $1,200. I said, man, I got $3,000 for the. And that's how that went because he wouldn't stop doing records, and I already said I didn't want a problem.
So you said I'm gonna come up with a fake movie, fake script. So you have to pay to petty this.
Yeah, but what happened is he signed the paperwork, and so let's just say I paid I gave him $3,000 because I knew he wouldn't say no because he gets $1,200. So I said $3,000. His flight was $700-800, and his hotel. Let's just say I spent $5,000. So once he signed the paperwork, I'm getting 10 times that for the episode. So I win. I spent $5, but I made $45 off of his stupidity for me telling you I don't want no problem with you, but you won't stop. So now I'm gonna give you $5 and make $45 and this content at the same time.
So you was really in the other room watching and directing?
I wasn't in the other room, but I had a Ring camera up around the corner at one of my cribs, watching the whole the whole time.
And he was trying to say that he was going to take legal action. Is that possible? Or like, because what documents did you have him sign or like whatever?
I had him, so basically my man who actually did shot, my man BB, one of my production companies, partners of one of my production companies, we basically had him sign everything. And what he was trying to say, he's going to take legal action about everything was cool but the dressing room. But he didn't realize what he signed was once you walk in, we could use security footage, ring footage, everything that we wanted to use once you walked in the building, any camera we wanted to use. And what I did was we gave him $1,500 up front. And when he came, I made sure the other $1,500 was in tens and fives, so it looked like he got a lot of money. So when we gave him the night, I knew he would just sign anything.
Oh, okay, wow.
Because when it looked like it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we paid him like tens and fives, so it looked like he had $20,000 when it was just $1,500.
I don't know why you waited so long to do the Killer Comedy Show, and I don't know why you're not on stage your damn self.
It's so funny, man. Exactly. Nah, I just don't be bothering people, and then I'll be like, yo, leave me alone, because I know where I could go with it. And this is what happens.
Now, tell us about this comedy show.
Thanks for even bringing that up. We got the Killer Comedy Show.
It's today?
Yes, it's tonight.
At the Beacon Theater?
At the Beacon Theater. Shout out my man Johnny Shipes in the building. He's the one that put everything together. D-Ray's going to be there. Jay Farrell's going to be there. Tony Rock. Corey Holcomb. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if y'all still beefing.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. Will Mills and Ray. So
Jay Farrell too.
Yeah, we
Tony
said
Rock.
Jay Farrell. Yeah. So
and Ferg performing.
Ferg is performing as well. Definitely, y'all are all welcome to come. I don't know what you guys are doing, but y'all more than welcome to come. But we actually put that together because I got a cameo in a movie, Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh yeah, the Sandler joint.
Yeah. And
how did that come about?
So yeah, Joe Vesey, he's a comedian and writes with Adam Sandler. He's a big fan. He's the one that kind of got us in the movie. Adam Sandler is my man too.
Yeah.
And he has a stand-up and he wants me to put it out. I guess he's not going to the right channels. And I'm like, Johnny, like I said, we're gonna put that out. But he was like, let's just do a whole comedy show. We got with Outback. They sponsored. And that's how it's going. So we're gonna go on tour with it. That's that easy. But shout out to Joe Vesey for even giving me the idea to want to do it.
Oh, salute to Joe. That's my man.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into comedy now, though? Because you always been funny, right? Always.
I'm gonna be honest, it was Joe Vesey.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say and hold you. When he said he has a stand-up that's done, and he just wanted to put it into my lap and say, Cam, do what you could do with it. And I'm like, he's not on this show because paperwork kind of took a while, but it was purely when he had a stand-up, and I'm like, I'm gonna find a home for it. But why not put a show together after that? It's really totally Joe Vesey that gave me the idea to put a comedy show together.
His dad, Peter Vesey, he's one of the best sports commentators ever.
Hey, Joe Vesey's like a street basketball player and all that too, man. So shout out to him. That's how I came about.
Dope.
No more, no less, man.
I gotta ask, where did the friction with you and Dame come from? How did that happen?
I don't know. It's Dame, like,
he was a manager or partner with you at one time, right?
Dame did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Like today's going to be my last day Dame dashing.
Us too. Us too.
Yeah, because it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I feel like I got set up. It felt like Dame had all these problems with me and never said it and was looking like a reason to say it. I was in a terrible deal at Epic Records. I grew up with Dame and Rockefeller was up. And he helped me get out that deal, and then I actually signed me to Rockefeller, then helped me get my group on Rockefeller, put out a platinum album. The Diplomats was born. It was great, and he did a lot for me. So I always attribute that. Not only I knew since I was like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? And when Rockefeller fell apart, he's still my man. He's my man last year. You know what I'm saying? He's been my man this whole time. But to me, it's like a setup because no matter what, so publicly I've been giving this man props for 25 years. And it hasn't been a smooth 25 years, but that's always been my friend. I've never ran to the internet and talked about you, whether we was having good time, bad time, whatever. What I do over the years is take breaks from you. When I say that, it's like, I didn't call him Dame for a minute. I'll call him next year, this, that, and the third. And when he started talking about me on different podcasts, I'm like, bro, what is the is this about? But he was saying, Cam is not a man. He ain't calling me this time. Yo, bro, everybody's not built for your personality. I am. I just know how to take breaks from you from time to time because I know your personality. Now I want to deal with it right now. But for him to go to the internet and start talking about me, it was like, really? That's what the we doing? And when I seen that, I was like, this is crazy. He kept doing different interviews. Yo, Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. And I'm like, and then he talked about, the last thing was he said I didn't promote nothing we were supposed to go partners on with Honor Up, the movie, and we did an album with A-Track, and he said I didn't promote it. And I finally gave feedback on why I didn't promote it. I'm like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but this how it happened. From there, avalanche. He just went crazy. Started going crazy. Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. So even point where it's like, bro, now you stretching the truth. You lying about a few things. But that's where it all started from. For me, dissing Honor Up. But to me, if you want to diss my art or my movies or my music or whatever, cool. You start getting personal and start taking mad personal shit. I'm like, we know too much about each other to be doing personal because this could get nasty because I know a lot about you, you know a lot about me, and I'm mad funny. Like, I don't want to ragdoll my man on the internet, especially like, that's I'm not talking about, but who the is you around to come out with a patch and teeth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let you do that because you my man. I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, whoever you around, you're not around no real because they would not let you come on the camera like that. And that's kind of how it started when I dishonored her. When it just got personal, and it was to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet. Cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17 right now.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, bro, I thought we wasn't going to talk about each other. Cool, that ain't no problem. But to me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when the issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about? Send you $1 million off the $300 million. I'm not sending you $1 million.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take your show off Revolt because he could. Like,
he was your boss.
Yeah, he was your boss. He didn't take your show off Revolt.
That's the point. Like, to me, it's semi-disappointing because I looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just to a point where I don't wish him wealth, health, and success, but I can't no more because, like you said, in the Cam Capone and all that shit, you at the point where you said as long as your name's say in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever, and nobody with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your day one don't with you. So I don't mean this in a bad way because I know you're going to take this and this will be last another 3-4 months for him. You know, he'll take a spin at this kid, and then I'll be seeing like, to me, bro, you try to defame my character to where it's like, for what, my Cam's a civilian. All right, Dane, whatever, I'm a civilian. We tried to give you $1 million last year when you was in the news for owing $800,000. Mason Dame don't even got a good relationship. They don't even with each other, but Mace felt bad. And he's like, Cam, you want to spend $500,000 just so this don't got no debt? I'm like, I don't know. I'll do it, but I don't really know if we're going to make our money back. But for the sake of Dame, yeah, I'll do it. And then when the shit didn't go through, we suckers. Because you want to wait on Youngboy NBA or Drake or whatever other deal you had. We try to give you $1 million just to clear your debt up. And you basically gambled yourself out waiting on more money.
When you talk about Harlem, I know you mentioned earlier you and Jim's relationship not being the same. That's not, like, we're never going to get to see that sit-down convo, reunion, like anything at all?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I just think that we're in two different spaces in life, and that don't mean I don't wish him well, and I don't mean Jewels and everybody that was part of what we did. I think it's a great movement, but sometimes things just come to an end. So I would never say never, but it doesn't look like it's in the near future. But I do wish them brothers well.
All right, well, the Killer Cam comedy show is going down tonight. And how can people order the Pink Horsepower?
Pink-horsepower.net is going to lead you to the new website, because it's a new website. I don't know it off the top, but it directs you to the website. So pink-horsepower.net. For the last thing I'll say, and it's not 100% closed, Complex Con, if anybody's going to be out there in Vegas coming up, me and Sexy Red are doing a drop of Horsepower and whatever she got. I don't want to say the wrong name, but we're going to package it together. We're going to do a special drop for her sex pill for women. So, so we'll try and send you some, because she has something for women, I got something for men, and then you can take Sexy Red's joint.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, there you have it. It's Camron. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Kill
it again.
There's a bunch of donkeys out here in the street.
That is why Charlamagne is here.
If we live a life where we bite our tongue based off who we may offend, we never would say anything.
On the Breakfast Club.
In the words of Charlamagne the God, he's a donkey.
Oh man, Charlamagne, you giving donkey today to who now?
Yes, donkey today. Going to a 35-year-old Kentucky woman named Makisha Johnson. She was a patient at a Kentucky hospital, and she did something that a lot of people think about doing when the process at the hospital is taking too long. What do you mean, Uncle Shala? She did something that a lot of people think about doing when the process at the hospital is taking too long. Well, let's go to WDRB for the report, please.
A woman is under arrest in Louisville after reportedly choking and assaulting a U of L hospital nurse. Court records say a nurse was making her rounds Saturday afternoon when 35-year-old Makisha Johnson allegedly attacked her. Police say footage of the incident shows Johnson choking the nurse, then slamming her to the ground, where she reportedly began hitting the nurse in the face. Officers say Johnson claims she was angry at the staff for taking too long to discharge her. Johnson was charged with assault of a healthcare provider, wanton endangerment, and menacing.
Here's the thing. When you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Okay, we have all been part of the discharge process from the hospital in some way, shape, or form, whether you've been the patient or whether you've been waiting with somebody. And yes, the hospital does drag their feet sometime. Okay, it is a hurry up and wait situation. Nothing is worse when you have to unexpectedly go to the hospital. Like, you got to go to the ER, like something not right with you, or the kid's got a bone out of socket, so you got to up and leave the house and you didn't plan to. Oh my God. You'd be so ready to leave the hospital once they tell you nothing wrong or they fix what is wrong. But the hospital do be taking forever. But just because you think about choking somebody doesn't give you the right to do it, okay? Especially when this nurse wasn't doing anything but her job. Nurses out here working long hours, they're underpaid, they're stressed, and they always put their own health at risk just to take care of our sick asses, okay? They do not deserve to be attacked on the job, full stop. But also, if you're trying to speed up the process, Makisha, the quickest way to slow things down is by physically attacking the nurse. Okay, you're definitely not going home now. You're going to jail. Now, I'm not here to make excuses for her violence. Okay, what she did was wrong. But we have to know something was off with her mentally, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta know that. There is a lot of things that are going to push people to the breaking point in this day and time that we live in. It's going to be a lot of things that are going to make people snap. And it's because folks like Makisha are walking around with undiagnosed mental illnesses, okay? A lot of folks out here under pressure, and they don't got no tools, no resources, no coping skills. They're not going to no therapy. They don't have no emotional outlets. They just have frustration and nowhere healthy to put it, and they end up projecting on people the way that Makisha projected onto this nurse. And that's not an individual problem. Okay, that just doesn't stand with Makisha. That's a societal problem. We don't take mental health seriously. We tell people just to man up or suck it up or, get it.
What?
Suck it up.
Girl,
no.
You know you a best eater. Why you
No,
stop?
because I could have tied all of that in with Kanye too, but I didn't, because he's somebody else that we know is dealing with mental health issues, and people be telling him to suck it up. He did it literally, but we tell people to man up and get over it or just deal with it. Meanwhile, people out here exploding over little things, okay, and others have to pay the price like that poor nurse. So we need to get people help, get them therapy. I personally don't believe this young woman, Makisha Johnson, needs to be in handcuffs, but she does deserve to get the credit today for being stupid. So give her the biggest hee-haw.
You right, Jess?
Yes, yo. And this man said, suck it up. And people exploding over little things. You be writing this with so much gay intention. Like, oh my God. Gay intention. You're a mess.
There was no
That's like an album.
Exploding over little things.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got Chris Gotti. Welcome.
Talk to me, man.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you.
First and foremost, how you
Appreciate
doing,
it.
brother? How's everything, man?
Man, I'm blessed, just taking it one day at a time from everything, but everything's going great. Got a lot of positive stuff happening, and that's why I'm here.
All right. If you don't mind, I want to go back a little bit for people that don't know who Chris Gotti is. Of course, Irv Gotti's brother.
Yes.
Irv Gotti's big brother.
Yes.
For Queens, New York, Hollis. And you guys been in the industry for a while, and you guys, both of y'all, founded Murder Inc.
Yeah.
Most people only hear Irv when thinking about Murder Inc., but you were kind of the silent guy behind everything. So talk about how Murder Inc. or the Inc. was founded.
It's Murder Inc. We hated that we had to change that name. That was Russell Simmons and Leo and came to us and Ben Chavis and said, put murder to bed, because we was down with the feds and everything. So Murder Inc. was founded because Irv wanted to be the biggest producer in the world. I helped make him that. They thought Irv came up with, I'm going to start a record label. He didn't start a label. He just wanted to be the biggest producer in the game. And that's what happened. And because that happened, Tom Mottola, Dave McPherson over at Sony said, we want to give you a record deal. They told us they wanted to buy 4 beats. At the time, we're selling beats for $250,000 a track, so that's $1 million. I'm like, let's go get that. We met up at Justin's, the restaurant, Diddy's
Puffy's
restaurant.
Yep.
We talking, he's like, Tommy wants to give you a deal. He don't want to buy beats. And to our surprise, he pulls a contract out and look at it, or looked at it, and he threw it right back at him and said, you serious? Send it to our lawyer. So that's really the birth of Murder Inc. And then we didn't have a name. We just came up with a bunch of things. DJ Clue's doing the mixtape, Ja's doing the feature. And inside of that feature, we had a bunch of names we had thought of, like Lockdown Records. He says it in the his verses on the features on the mixtape. And that's kind of where we was at. And then Irv was watching Arts and Entertainment one day, it's Gangster Week, and he sees Murder Inc. on the screen, and it's the Notorious Murder Inc., which was the Italian guys that was actually making hits.
Yeah, that was doing hits on people in Brooklyn.
Yeah. It's Lucky Luciano, Alfred Anastasia, and those guys. And the narrator of that show was like the Notorious Murder Inc., and they made hits. Irv went crazy. He went crazy. He called everybody. I got the name. But that's why, when you ask that question, how did it start? And if the co-founders, that's the co-founder. I helped make all of the music with them, with all of the producers, and I just took care of the business, and I took care of my little brother.
And Ja was always the first artist on Murder.
Another misconception. Ja was already signed to Def Jam. So his first album, Vena Veda Vici, it's on Def Jam. We just get the deal, but he already signed his deal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people don't know that. So we had to go basically back to Leo and say, that's our artist. And then we had to pay for it to get him back to Murder Inc.
How much did you have to pay?
A couple $1 million.
Damn.
Yeah. Look, we had to pay for Ashanti. She was signed to AJM Records, which is shout out Mario Baeza. Mario's like an uncle. And he has Ashanti. He wanted us to do records for Ashanti on his label. He had a little independent label. And Ashanti was there with him, and Irv didn't really think about doing anything. Irv would hit me with the tunnel vision, like, stay focused, yo. We get money with Ja Rule. I'm like, yo, she could write. She's dope. And what broke that ice was Fat Joe. He called me up because he's doing a big pun album, and he says, I need that pun. I need a artist to R&B artist on the hook. I said, I got one. He said, you do? I was like, yeah. I called her up. She drove right to the studio, pinned it. Joe's like, yo, she's dope. I said, all right, tell Irv.
And that's how that went down.
And he told Irv, and Irv said, what artist? And then he called me up right after. Irv was like, what artist you talking about? Like, my R&B artist. And it was Ashanti. He was like, what artist? And Irv called me right after that. I said, bring her back up. And that's really how we got Ashanti. But Irv was my little brother. I raised him. He listened to me up to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
After that point, I had to get someone else so I would send messages through all types of people to tell them do something to get it done, and that's what Joe did for me.
I do want to ask you, talk about he doesn't listen. When he got to his later life, they said he was having health problems.
Yeah.
They said nobody could talk to Irv about eating healthy.
I talked to him constantly.
They said he wouldn't change his diet, he wouldn't change his thing, and they said nobody could get through to him. Why do you think that was for Irv?
Partially because my pops was hard-headed. He got it from my dad. So same exact thing, going through diabetes, health problems, and my dad was like, you can't tell me God didn't make this orange and I can't eat it. Mm-hmm. You can't, this was really our problem, and it's the ignorance of just health. Irv was the same. He would be like, there's no way you could tell me I can't eat this food. It's good. And he would tell you it's healthy, and it was trash.
It was trash, right?
And it was just hard-headed. Now, when he had his first stroke, he had 2 strokes. The first stroke, basically, I didn't think he was going to be here for after that one. I went to the hospital. As soon as I heard, I flew right to L.A. Shout out BJ. BJ found him. BJ called us.
BJ.
Picked him up, got him to the hospital. Irv, when he came around, he was like, I don't want to go to the hospital. Don't take me to the hospital. I'm going to take my meds now. And BJ was like, no. He said, so stand up. And he couldn't. He stood up and fell back down. And no, you're going to the hospital. Took him to the hospital. I didn't know he was going to get past that one. When I flew out there, he was there for, I was there for a month and a half in the hospital staying with him. When he took about 2 weeks before he actually came back and was conscious. But those first 2 weeks, I didn't think he was going to make it. I always I said, BJ gave us another year, basically, before the next one, so.
But somebody told me there was a sense of acceptance that he had. And he would say things like, I'm going to see Poppy. I'm going to be with Poppy.
Yeah. He wrote, if you've seen his gram, and I would always, when I seen it, I would call him. Like, stop talking like that. I don't believe in calling on for death like that, unless you really have a death wish. I was like, yo, stop talking. You'll see him when it's your time. Well, I used to say Irv used to feel like he's God probably at one point. When we was at the height of Murder Inc., he probably felt like he was the alpha and omega at one point.
And you think he knew when he sold part of his catalog, right?
Yeah. No, he sold it all. Well, Irv owned 50% of the Masters. We had a 50-50, so we had 50%. He sold it. It was a $300 million deal, 100 in cash, 200 for movies and TV projects.
Do you think he knew at that time to set his kids up to be like, if something does happen, every kid to have that? Do you think that was the mentality?
Irv is 100% family. So, yeah, that's definitely part of it. And it's also part of health. Just want to make sure, like you said, things is there for somebody, no matter what. Because Irv accepted death. He would always accept death if that was the consequence, whatever it is. We both do. Like, I don't ever look at the consequence of whatever it is, right? The preciousness of life. Think about that. Like, we're here for such a short amount of time. But we never thought about anything like that. Irv's no different. And that's why when he got sick, and he would tell me, like, if this is what it is, this is what it is. But he didn't try to prevent it. And no one talks mortality, especially when you're young. But it's coming, and we don't know when. That's the reality too. We don't have no one knows that expiration date.
How did you navigate with Irv having problems with all of y'all friends? Like, one time Irv was not messing with Hove, then it was Fat Joe, then it was DMX, then it was Nas. Like, how did you navigate that part of it?
Families fight. Irv made a ton of mistakes. If he was here or not, I'm going to always speak the reality of what it was. Irv made a lot of mistakes. For instance, with Jay-Z, Nas, they beefing. Irv made Super Ugly. He produced that record.
Correct.
To go after that and talk to Jay-Z and say, I'm going to sign Nas. What you think?
Was you there for that convo?
Of course. We're in Baseline Studios.
What did Hov say?
Before Irv spoke, I said, I'll give you the PG version, but I told him, whatever you want to do, I'm with you. And then Irv was like, yo, it's good business. And he's telling him, it's like, yo, are you crazy? You can't tell your man you want to work with his enemy like that. And Irv was like, nah, it's just on. Jay was like, he was asking him, does he have real beef with him? He said, nah, it's just like music. But Jay's keeping it cordial, like to see where Irv is going with it. Jay plays chess. He's not playing, like he wants to see what you're going to say. And Irv, as soon as Jay said it's not beef like that, he turned to me, he said, I told you. And Jay looking at me like, yo, is he serious? And I was like, wow, he's crazy.
And Nas never signed with Murder Inc. officially.
Nah, Steve Stout. Ooh, Steve Stout. Shout out Steve, man. But the commission is, he's in that day, he was a real hands-on guy. He's the one that brought the deal to us. And Irv was like, you serious? We could get Nas? Like, we didn't think we could get that. And he was like, yeah. We made the record, the pledge.
Yep.
Nas pledging allegiance to Murder Inc. Think about that. He's on the record pledging allegiance to Murder Inc. And then Stout seeing the future, in my opinion. And again, to his credit, I'm not knocking Stout. This dude is brilliant. And in the book of hip-hop, he has to be one of the most iconic people in that book. At the end of the day, he's seen the future. What's the future? Come on, Murder Inc. We're Murder Inc. What's the future? It's 50 Cent. He's saying it. He knew it. He knew it. Ja had a sneaker deal with Steve Reebok. We're on a private plane flying. They're designing everything in the plane. And then he's seen the future and pulled everything and switched it. Now G-Unit got his sneaker deal. Jay-Z got his sneaker deal. You understand? With Reebok. And again, he knew he seen something and understood and made the pivot. As a businessman, I respect it.
The question: why was Jay?
As a friend, it's a little questionable.
I get that. That's what I'm saying. Why was Jay upset with Irv but not Steve? And Steve presented the deal.
Well, Steve was also part of a lot of. That's why Dame always has no beef with Steve, is because of that. Steve was funneling a lot of deals with Jay, and then seeing Jay getting pulled that way instead of going through Dame and dealing with the that side of it. I understand that. Dame would have took a bullet for Jay. You kidding me? In that day, you kidding me? It's not even close. That's what makes me mad with that situation.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about the situation?
I spoke to Jay about that before. One time I told him, and then I just left it alone after that.
How do you feel when you see it play out? Because you see how close they were. You were on tours. You were in studios.
There's a lot of stuff that's personal, again, inside of a family that we wouldn't know, that I don't know. I'll leave it there, and then you got to let families be what they are because of what it is. I respect both of them to the highest level. At the end of the day, I leave it alone.
And didn't Jay get back? I think I heard you tell a story about how when Jay used Irv's same line against him.
Oh yeah, the same line, because Irv was like when Jay told him that it wasn't really it wasn't like physical beef, it was more lyrical, and Irv went crazy like, I told you, and then but Jay's looking at him like, you my man, you can't be like serious, like, but left it alone. Chess, he's playing chess. I mean, right after that, Jay went and did a tour with 50 Cent. They got the G-Unit sneaker. He has his, remember he had his like Gucci, Scott Carter collection, and they went out on the tour. And then Irv sat there and he's like, yeah, I just went out. And he said, yeah, it was good business. Because Irv told Jay it would be good business to do this. This is going to be good business. I'm going to have not. But what he's not realizing, and Irv knew it after the fact, hindsight is 20/20. He realized that was one of his biggest mistakes with Jay. It took a lot to fix that.
But they finally did fix it.
Oh, yeah, we had multiple conversations. But, it wasn't never the same. What's that record? And Jay says, gotta consult Irv Gotti, y'all. Heads got to roll.
Yeah.
Right? That's a fact. Jay took that off every forward record. Think about how serious that is. That he said, no, I don't want to hear that no more. You can't get that unless you have the old original. It's bleeded out. It's bleeped out.
It is?
I didn't know that.
It's called remastering, baby.
Oh, so remastering with the Heads got to roll. I didn't know that.
Yeah, gone.
I remember that.
Does not exist. Go get that record and see if you could hear it. Go to Apple Music and see if you hear it. I'm bad with titles. As much as I'm terrible with titles and names and stuff, I don't remember the title of the record. It's on Streets is Watching.
Yeah, the Streets is Watching album, but it's only a customer. It's only a customer.
Jay used to sit in my office literally to wait to talk to Irv. That's how deep that was. And Irv, when he come in, they go into. But Irv would help him with all types of business stuff, ideas, thoughts, everything. He respected Irv's brain. I'll leave it there.
Now the Fat Joe thing, y'all could never. I'm sorry. The Fat Joe thing, y'all could, because Fat Joe and Irv was like,
we fixed that.
Y'all fixed that
with Joe and
Irv.
Again, never the same. He was at my man JR's funeral, and I told Joe, again, I'm my brother's keeper. I told Joe, you messed up, bro. And I went at Joe and told him, and he's like, he understood. We was at Say Less, actually. And I was having a meeting with my niece and Saint from Interscope Records, and I didn't want to go and deal with this right now. And my other dude, Big Joe, kept coming and say, yo, Fat Joe's over, come on. And I said, I don't want to talk right now. He forced me to talk, so I said, all right, let me go talk. And when I went back there, he's with Rich, of course, shout out Rich and Joe. And I told him, I said, you can't shout out my brother's a sucker and then whisper, I'm sorry. That's a sucker move. And I told him that. Mm-hmm. You know, I asked him all kind of crazy questions because that's just me. It's like, was you messing with Ashanti? Is that your girl? You found her because of us. What are you doing interfering? They had a relationship. What are you doing? I said, and listen to, I promise you, go listen to anything. All Irv did was yell how much he loved her. Mm-hmm. In the way he's talking about you could tell as a man, he loved that woman. Mm-hmm. He was heartbroken. But I said, how do you tell me you love this girl and you out with everybody else? That don't make no sense. He kept getting caught with other like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Mm-hmm. But that's Irv. That is Irv. He wanted his cake and eat it too. And that's the reality of that whole thing. But it's crazy. Like every time I say it, just listen. Everyone talks all crazy. Just listen to what he's saying. Listen to the words. Don't just hear he's speaking loud. We're Lorenzo's. We speak loud. But at the end of the day, you listen to what he's really saying. And Irv is not a liar. He is telling you the truth about her, about him. I was their counselor, meaning when they would fight, I'm over the Four Seasons with Irv, and I'm at the Ritz-Carlton with Ashanti talking about what did he say? What did she say? Trying to keep him cool. I never took Irv's side while Irv was here. Never. So all I said is, I'm not going to lie. Now, I'm not going to talk about nothing, but I'm not going to lie either. Like, you can't ask me to do that. He's not here no more. You can't even say nothing. If I hear something wrong, I will correct you. But that's it. That's just for respect for my brother. But Irv hated that I never took his side with him. Hated it. Like that was something I had to deal with him. And I'm like, yo, that's your relationship. You know, that's your business. This is over here. He was like, she didn't come to the trial. I said, she was at the trial. Bro. Yeah, because Darcel called her. I said, I called her. And said, you should be there. And she showed up. What more do you want? That's the fact.
Have you and Ashanti been able to talk since everything? Because I saw that you were upset with her when she sat down with Angie Martinez and she said that.
Yeah, I was upset because we haven't spoke in person after Irv's passing. Imagine that. And I promise you, I'm the reason she was murdering. Irv made the records, but Irv would have never got to that point if I don't do what I did. I used to fly up to Jersey, giving her music to make record after record. If I don't put her on the pun, it never happens. And I did that. She knows it. For her not to call me after Irv's passing, she texts me. That don't feel right. Her mother, Tina, that don't feel right. You understand? Like, I did everything for them. Never did I get one thing in return. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat nothing, and that's why I felt the way. And then when I see it, I'm like, nah, that's not cool either. You know, there's so much details of the murdering history that we don't know, or the public doesn't know. Ashanti, we didn't have her signed, and we put Foolish out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. #1 record in the country, and she's not signed. You know how much it cost us to get her from that little AJM Records? $5 million. Out of our pocket. 5, because we got a hit record.
Oh, yeah.
We got a hit record on her. So now the number's up. $5 million.
What made y'all put the record out before she was
Irv. Irv moves with his heart.
Yeah.
Leo said, I'm not going to pay for nothing. Irv's like, we going. It's timing. You know, success is, #1 reason for success is timing.
Yeah.
She knows we had to pay that money. But look, Irv said loyalty. He figured that's what hurt him. See, this is the part that hurt him. He's thinking she's going to be loyal with me on just business things and stuff. And again, then it turned into relationship too. Because in that moment, he wasn't messing with her yet. He just seen a talented young girl. And that's it.
I did want to ask you about the funeral because Hov came to the funeral.
Yes.
I thought Ashanti came to the funeral
She
too.
did not. She sent some flowers.
Okay. What about Joe?
Fat Joe?
Yeah.
Did not. His father passed at the same time.
Okay, got you.
Joe came late. Actually, Joe was there late.
Got you.
He left his fathers and got to us late. I seen him after at the end when it was almost over.
Got
He
you.
did get there. Sorry, Joe. Yeah, he wasn't in the beginning though.
Got you.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. He mentioned the flowers, and I know Ashanti had posted a statement online. I know you said that you want to talk in person, but like, did that provide any sort of comfort for you guys in that moment, just having things show up there from her?
I don't know how to answer that. Really, it's like, I mean, I got sick over Irv, man. I got sick physically after he, literally in the hospital, like, and what is it? It's stress. What's the stress? It's my brother. He's here right now, like, but I got through it. I have to, like I said. So when you say that with the flowers, it's a good gesture. It's a good gesture. I won't go further than that. I don't want to be disrespectful to her because she probably thinks it's good, but she should know better that she had to talk to me physically. Actually, she should come see me physically. I love Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? That's like little sis, for real. We took care of her in every sense of the imagination. She confessed to me one day afterwards, and she thanked me for everything we did for her, because now she's out there by herself, and she's getting all type of indecent proposals. Let's leave it at that, right? Because that's what this industry is. Let's not make any sugarcoating about it. It's an attractive young lady. She wants to make music. What could you do with this? You want that beat? Okay, let's go over here. And she told me, and she was like, thank you. She thanked me for always taking care of it. On Versus, you know, and she's with Nelly. Shout out Nelly. I have no problem with these, nothing. I with Nelly. But on Versus, the day of Versus, he pulls up, and I said, what do you want to do? Ask her. Like, she come up here, you ask her, what do you want to do? I'll roll this off the stage. She said, no, I'll give you the sign if there's a problem. But that's the day they got back together. That's why you don't get in the middle of relationships.
Yeah.
It's different. That's why I never got in it when Irv and her were together. I never did. I just tried to keep it cool with them and keep the business moving.
Damn, that's crazy. I could have swore it was reported that she went to the funeral. Okay, so she just sent you a text.
No.
I
They lied. They did put a report that she was there. They lied. Again, she probably got a good publicist or something.
She had said that she tried to, there was an olive branch or whatever that she tried to extend or was extended, but it wasn't received well. So you think that that's why she kind of...
She texted me, and she didn't text me. If I show you the date, she texted me, it's late. You understand? He's gone already. So just put this in, without me going deep, he's gone, and then I get a text after he's gone a couple days. She got my number. She could, like,
You would have appreciated a call.
I would have appreciated a visit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Like I said, we did a lot, you know. And she could say whatever she wants about a relationship, she whatever, but she can't lie about her career. Who can? Who can sit there and say she did something more than what it is? Like, yeah, she wrote the records with him. She hated every hit record. How about that? So what if we listen to her? Does she become Ashanti? That's the facts. Baby, she hated that.
Why, was too many babies?
It's one of my favorite records. Irv went in the booth and told her, you gotta sing like this. He said, you gotta feel like you high. You don't get high, that's why you don't know what it is. That's what he told her. And he said, you gotta be strung out on a man that way. And he's so, I don't wanna hear it pitch perfect. I sound stupid, Gotti. Sing it like that. And she did. See, I give credit for the listening. A producer has to be able to produce, or else you're just a beat maker, right? And you're leaving it in the hands of an artist. And then that's the reality. If you trust that producer, which they trusted her, they was able to get through and make those changes. She compromised her own belief for his, which is to her credit. But that's the beauty of a producer. And that's, to me, Irv is a producer. For real.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah, man. Great conversation, brother.
That's right.
I got to talk about one more thing before we get off.
What's
I got
that?
a movie. I'm a filmmaker now.
Okay.
Nice.
Ballin'. I got Lance Stevenson as my lead. Safari, Trey Chaney.
Shout out to Trey Chaney.
Yeah, shout out to Trey.
Lance Stevenson, the basketball player?
He's the lead.
Oh, wow.
He's the lead. Not only is he the lead, but he made an incredible soundtrack. Lance Stevens, the Black Drake.
Oh, wow.
He's the Black Drake, I promise you. He's singing and rapping on the songs, and I couldn't believe. I was going to just make 1 or 2 songs for the movie.
Why not Safari, though?
Why? What?
Why wouldn't you get Safari to do the soundtrack?
I asked, but you got to come in, right?
I thought you said he was in the movie.
He's in the movie.
Okay.
But he didn't come to the studio.
Got you.
You got to come.
That was probably for the best.
Right?
Shut up, man.
Nah, you know, I'm gonna, since you said shout out Safari, go watch it. It's out on Tubi.
It's already out.
Yeah. It's
okay,
out.
what is it called?
Ballin'.
Okay, on TV. Okay.
No, it's based off of an Alfred Hitchcock movie called Dial In for Murder. The way the plot twist is, we just put the culture for today.
Nice.
With people like us.
Check that out.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And we're doing it for the black and brown. So I'm not Latin, but I do Latin with my partner Don De Niro.
Nice.
Man, we just finished Spanish Fly, a crazy movie, a comedy.
Envy.
You know what I'm saying? So we got it all.
I'm not Spanish, man. You better stop.
He not either. He said he not, but he works.
He has a partner. I'm not Spanish.
Yeah, I got a partner that's Cuban.
Oh, okay.
And he's my partner. He does all the Latin side for me, but I, support him with everything he's doing. You know, it's funny because on my Wikipedia, someone put down there, because people could add stuff. I never did my Wikipedia, but they said
he does mine too all the time. He called me a gardener. He started as a gardener.
they put on mine that I'm Dominican, so I'm an honorary Dominican.
Dominican too.
They said, okay.
Well, it's Chris Gotti. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Man, thank y'all.
Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Positive note is simply this. We cannot give what we do not have, okay? We cannot bring peace to the world if we ourselves are not peaceful. We cannot bring love to the world if we ourselves are not loving. So be the change you want to see on this planet, people. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.